Hello Stampers, I've got a fun project for you today. This is Michelle Zindorf and thanks for joining me. I have this scene here that is put together very simply. This whole flower field is just a two-step stamp that comes out of the Field of Bloom stamp set. This is one stamp set, if you like building scenes, is almost a must-have. 2 steps and you have a beautiful flower field. You can do your flowers in any color, your stems in any color. It also has clouds, has this darling little hummingbird, and some standalone flowers as well that you could put even closer in your scene. So we're going to be using this flower field. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. And I'm just going to do a simple scene with it here. And I just thought it'd be a pretty little birthday card. Just something nice and bright and cheerful. So all the dimensions for the card are down below this video. We're going to start with a basic white panel that's 3 by 4.5. Along with those dimensions down below the video, just click more and you'll see all the dimensions there, along with the links to the products that I use today. That'll take you directly over to my online store where you can shop with me 24/7. So we're going to start just putting some color in our background first, and I'm going to bring in some lemon lime twist. I just wanted a nice bright yellowish green here to go in our background. And I'm just using a blending brush. I'm just going to put this over the bottom, we're going to say bottom half of the panel here. There we go, just that simple. So that was our lemon lime twist. And next I'm going to bring in some Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to use another blending brush. And this Daffodil Delight I'm going to put in the middle of the card here. Or I should say middle of the panel, just like that. And I'll go down into that green a bit. There we go. And then our next color, I'm going to go ahead and use Fresh Freesia. This is a pretty purplish pink. And then I'm going to put at the top of my panel here. Now, every time I put on another color, I don't just stop where the color meets the other one. I go into it just a little bit, just to blend into that color some. That way you don't get that racing stripe effect with your colors. See how they just kind of go from one color to another. It's more like variegated as opposed to just stripes of color. So that was Fresh Freesia. And now I just want to take a Post-it note. Now I have a 3 by 5 Post-it note here. You can probably get away with a 3 by 3 Post-it note since this is only 3 inches wide. This is 3 by 4.5. So just a 3 by 3 Post-it note would work just as well. Now I'm just going to take this Post-it note, I have the sticky part here. I just want to rip a couple mountain shapes in it. Just real simple stuff here. Nothing fancy. And I don't want my mountains to be the same height, so you can tilt your Post-it note here. And I'm going to come down about there, I think. I'm going to add in that. I'm going to take some peach here. I'll come down a little further. There we go. Taking peach pie ink here, and I just want to put some peach pie right in those mountain shapes. Not just along the edge, but I'm kind of filling in where the shape is. Just like that. And you can peek underneath and see you got some wonderful little mountain shapes that are off in the distance. Actually, I'm going to take that same Post-it note. I'm going to rip it a bit here. I just want some jagged edges. Not really mountains, just like teeny tiny little hills here. And I'm going to add this just under those mountains. I'm going to take some garden green here, and I'm just going to add just a hint of that garden green along that edge there. And this gives you like, you have like trees or something right along that bottom of that mountain. So that's all we needed that Post-it note for. And while we have our garden green out, our next step is to stamp the leaves. So we have this big, beautiful stamp here. And this is all the leaves and stems for your flower field. I'm just going to ink this up with that garden green. And then I'm going to stamp it here in the bottom of this panel, going almost to the top of those garden green little hills. There we go. And so that's all our leaves and stems. Super simple. So our next stamp here, we're going to bring out some Melon Mambo for it. Now you can do this about any color that you want your flower field to be. I'm doing Melon Mambo. I just thought it went so well with the garden green. Again, I'm just going to load this stamp up. And because the stamp is clear, you can see right where you need to put your little flowers at. And you can line it up. You don't have to be exact. And there's our field, just that quick. Isn't that pretty? So I wanted to make this darker here to make it look like it's closer to us and lighter up here. So I need to add some of that garden green down at the bottom, I think. I'm going to garden green ink here. And see how this is all one color in the background behind these flowers. Now when you put some dark up here in the bottom, it brings these flowers that are here at the bottom of the panel. They look closer to you. And those are off in the distance being shown on by the sun. Okay, I'm going to grab my Daffodil Delight again and a blending brush, and I'm going to make a really strong Daffodil Delight dot here, just in that sky. That kind of, it simulates that you have a sun there. Super simple, like I said. So there's our scene. Now I just want to add a bit of white in the scene to make those flowers pop down here in the front. Now you could use a white gel pen and just color in like the middle of your flowers and such, but I'm going to use, it's this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. It's a watercolor, and I'm using a little size 0 paintbrush for this. And I'm just going to use this directly out of the jar. And I use this tiny little paintbrush, and it's so easy. I don't have to worry about, using pens that are going to dry out on me or anything. And I'm just putting little dots in the center of these flowers. Anytime you need more, you just dip again. There we go. And I'm also going to add just a few little dots here along these little plants here. I just like that frilly little look going on. You can add your own too. You can just add little lines of dots. And it just looks like little plants sticking up. So simple. Okay, so there that is. Now this paintbrush cleans up with water, so it's super simple. It cleans up with water because this is watercolor. Just close that up so I don't spill it. Now I'm just going to let this dry a second while we work on our panels here. Now our background panels, I have, I have a lemon lime twist panel here that's 4 by 5 1/4. Now I cut 2 of those, and I have my fresh Freesia card base here. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Now inside I added the second lemon lime twist panel. So you just cut 2 of these. Now in this one for the front of the card, I'm going to glue on a garden green panel that's 3 1/8 by 4 5/8. It's just an eighth larger than our main panel is here. So, and I'm going to have this tilted on my cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that. I'm going to use multi-purpose glue, but you use whatever adhesive you like. Just going to add this in, have it at a bit of a tilt. And I like that look because then when we go to place this on, we place this straight. And it's just a great layout there. Okay, so there is that. Now next I have a little peach pie strip. This is a 1/2 inch by 4 inch. And I'm just going to try to figure out kind of where I want this. I'm going to just lay that on there for now. And I want this kind of where the mountains are here, where that peach pie is in the scene. So I'm just kind of giving that a look to see where I want. I'm going to keep a finger here and put a little glue on this. When you have your finger down like that, it's hard to work and not move it. So here we go with that strip. I just want to kind of look at this and make sure it's straight. You have to kind of look at the top of the cardstock and the bottom of the cardstock because that'll kind of throw you because it's at a tilt. Okay, so there's my peach pie strip. Now I wanted this to have some type of texture in the background. So I'm going to bring in an embossing folder. And this embossing folder is a Dashing Designs 3D embossing folder. It's got its great geometric shapes in it. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go ahead and emboss it with all 3 of these pieces together. And that way they kind of look like they're inlaid into one another when I get done. So I'm just going to run this through the Stampin' Cut emboss machine. And when you make sure when you put this your panels in here that you have the Stampin' Up logo showing here in those panels facing up towards it. Okay, I'm going to emboss this. I'll be right back. Now when I run this through my Stampin' Cut emboss machine, I always run it up and then I run it back. I don't know, do you do that? It's probably fine just running it through once, but I kind of like being sure and running it back through for some reason. Anyway, there is the embossed panel. See how it all looks like it's like all attached to each other. Kind of smushes it all together. Okay, so now we're ready to put this on the front of our card here. And I'm just going to use my glue again. Going to give it a center here on the front. And since it has that texture, I'm going to flip it over and give it a rub on the back also. Make sure it's good and attached. And there we have it. I'm going to add my main panel. Now you certainly can stamp your sentiment on the front of this panel. I decided that I just wanted to add a die cut to the front. And so I pulled out this die cut set. It's the Wanted to Say dies. These are just wonderful. It has the Celebrate die in it that does the small letters, which I did here, which does the nice, you know, the cursive letters. It also has one that you can do like a background for it too, along with the happy birthday, feel better soon. Oh, what's the other one? It's hard to read them when they're backwards, right? Oh, you're too kind. So it has quite a bit in there, plus some standalone images here. But I used to celebrate the cursive here. Now see how it's straight and it's kind of too big for my little panel here? I decided I was going to curve it some. So when I go to put it on, I'm going to put some glue on the back and I'm going to just curve it a little bit around my sun there. And that's a way to use these dies when you just don't have quite enough room. So I'm going to get my glue going here. And I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue here and there. I don't want so much that it's like smushing out. If you just get some on a few letters, it stays just as well. And if I see I got like a little more than what I want, I just kind of wipe my tip of my glue through it to kind of spread it around elsewhere. Okay, so now it's time to bend this a bit. So I'm just going to give it a little bend as I stick it on. You can move it kind of up, especially if you're using glue. Give it a little bend. There we go. And there's our celebrate on there. And we just have one more thing. I wanted to put a bow on the front of this. We have this great peach pie ribbon. And I'm just going to, even before I cut it off the spool, I'm just going to make a bow. And if you tie a bow when it's still on the spool, then you don't quite waste as much ribbon. I'm going to make this kind of small. Give it a tie there. Keep fussing with it to get it smaller and smaller. There we go. Then I'm just going to pull these legs down a bit and give them a trim. All right, so there's my bow. I'm going to use some mini glue dots to attach this. And I'm going to put one in the middle. I'm just going to press my bow into it, one on each of the actual loops. And that way it'll be nice and secure on my card. And I'm going to place it right where that peach strip is. So there's my little bow going across. And guess what? That's it for our card for today. I hope you enjoyed this project and that you give it a try. It's a lot of fun and super simple with that new stamp set, which is Fields in Bloom. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Toodles.